incredible. One of the worst performances of my career, and they never doubted it for a second.
Hi, I'm Zoe, and this is my presentation all about the one and only John Hughes. Now, you may not be able to pinpoint who exactly he is just by his name. I mean, I didn't even really know who he was before this project. So to give you an example of some of the things that he has contributed to the film industry, here are some clips from his most popular films.
Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. I do have a test today. That wasn't bullshit. It's on European socialism. I mean, really, what's the point? I'm not European. I don't plan on being European. So who gives a crap if they're socialists? They could be fascist anarchists. It still wouldn't change the fact that I don't own a car. I recall Central Park in fall, how you tore your dress, what a mess, I confess.
Happy birthday, Samantha. Make a wish.
It already came true.
And that's just some of the films he's directed. He has also written some of the movies that we all love and cherish, including Pretty in Pink, Flubber,
Right, let's try and describe you. You're an elastomer.
all the Beethoven movies, and all the Home Alone movies.
I can't seem to find my toothbrush, so I'll pick one up when I go out today. Other than that, I'm in good shape.
And of course, many more. Taking it back to the start, John Hughes was born February 18th, 1950 in Lansing, Michigan. At age 13, him and his family moved to Illinois, where he graduated from Glenbrook North High School in the year 1968. Fun fact, parts of The Breakfast Club, 16 Candles, and of course, Ferris Bueller's Day Off were all filmed on location at this school. He attended the University of Arizona but ended up dropping out his junior year. He ended up moving back to Illinois to become an ad copywriter. Fun. In his free time, he started writing comedy, which led him to write his short story Vacation 58, and that landed him a job at National Lampoon magazine. Vacation 58 was eventually adapted into a short film entitled National Lampoon's Vacation, putting Lampoon back on the map. Hughes made his directorial debut in 1984 with his film 16 Candles, which he wrote in the middle of production for The Breakfast Club. He felt that 16 Candles was better and put The Breakfast Club on pause for the time being. I think personally The Breakfast Club is much better, but that's just my opinion.
How do you know what's good for me? That's my opinion!
This incident in particular inspired me to write a short story about John Hughes' thought process during this time and what may have inspired him to write 16 Candles. I used Molly Ringwald as his inspiration just because she was a leading lady in both films and she was turning 16 just around this time, but of course that's just how I pictured it. Either way, 16 Candles won John a multiple picture contract with Paramount as well as the making of his very own production company. Of all the movies John Hughes has contributed to, he is definitely most well known for his teen-themed films. Some of his top ones are 16 Candles, obviously, Pretty in Pink, The Breakfast Club, and Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Speaking of Ferris Bueller, my second piece was an infographic all about how to ditch school, a guide by Ferris Bueller.
Bueller.
It includes who to watch out for, ways to not get caught, and who to bring with you, all of course references from the movie itself. Sticking to the topic of teen films, for my third piece I wrote a personal letter to John Hughes asking him to write a movie all about me.
But no, John Hughes did not direct my life.
In it I included a short summary about how I thought it should go, making it as dramatic yet oddly realistic as I could, fitting all the themes of all his teen movies. Now, even though that's what he's most well known for and it's all I've talked about in this video so far, John Hughes was not only a teen film fiend.
I quote John Lennon, "I don't believe in Beatles, I just believe in me." A good point there.
He also dabbled in a few science fiction films, including Flubber and Weird Science. He was also the creative mastermind behind all the Home Alone movies, as I mentioned before. His final movie was a romantic comedy called Curly Sue, which according to critics' reviews didn't do very well. So much for going out with a bang, John. Starting in around 1994, John Hughes remained relatively hidden from the public eye. He moved to Wisconsin and declined any photos or interviews. 12 years later, on August 6, 2009, John Hughes suffered from a heart attack while taking a walk in New York City, which ended up being fatal. Dying at only 59, he left behind his wife of 39 years, Nancy, his 2 sons, and his 4 grandchildren. So that's all I have for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned a little something from it, and thank you for watching.